Top 10 shocking Camilla moments that ranked her worse than Meghan Markle. Number 10, Prince Harry. In his recent memoir, Spare, Prince Harry's portrayal of his stepmother Camilla, who is now queen, is perhaps the most critical. Despite the fact that Charles and Camilla had been romantically involved on and off for decades, they did get married even after Harry and William begged Charles to reconsider. Prince Harry has not forgotten that Princess Diana even referred to Camilla as the third person in their marriage. Harry once said that the tabloids had portrayed her as the villain. In their union, she was the third person and needed to improve her appearance. The two brothers did not consider it necessary and thought it would do more harm than good, but they still wanted their father to be happy even though they never expected them to get married. Harry stated because of the need for her to rehabilitate her image and the connections she was making within the British press, that made her dangerous. Additionally, there was a clear willingness on both sides to exchange information. Given that she was on her way to become queen consort and that she belonged to a family that was structured in a hierarchical manner, there were bound to be people or bodies discarded in the open. Harry claimed that Camilla and even his father used him or William to get better coverage in the tabloids for themselves. On to number 9, the impact of Diana's passing. Commentators were almost unanimous in their belief that Charles would never marry Camilla, even if she had been his love of his life. Despite the national outrage and finger-pointing over Diana's passing, at the time, 2/3 of respondents to a television poll said that Charles should not be allowed to become king if he marries Camilla. He had been seeing her since the middle of the 1980s, and after passing, one mourner said, "Camilla should leave the country," as she laid flowers outside the princess's house. None of this would have happened without the mistress. The public seemed to point the finger directly at Camilla and labeled her the mistress who caused this. The Netflix series The Crown has brought Diana's experiences and pain back to life, sparking a new backlash against Camilla. Every photo on the monarch's Instagram is filled with comments that say Diana forever and other comments that suggest Diana will not be forgotten. Number 8, Prince William's thoughts on her. Since Charles and Camilla's marriage, Camilla has remained a prominent member of the royal family. However, her stepchildren, William and Harry, have maintained strict boundaries regarding their relationship. Angela Levine, a royal author, says that Prince William has made it very clear that the new queen consort will never play his late mother, Princess Diana. Camilla was very direct about how his children were with Camilla. William made it clear that Camilla is the wife of his father, but not a step-grandmother to his children. The royal couple's 3 children are aware that they have 2 grandfathers, but only 1 grandmother. She went on to say William and Harry were respectively 20 and 23 when Camilla became their stepmother officially in 2005. She was more of a sociable adult that they occasionally saw at royal events. Camilla never assumed any responsibility for the children or the Cambridges, especially considering the closeness of Catherine's parents, Carol and Michael Middleton. Number 7, Diana and Camilla's dates. Whew. To begin, no. Charles and Diana did not actually meet at the Ménage à Trois restaurant. That is only the Crown trolling all of us. In addition, it appears that the show took some creative liberties with the specifics of their conversation, meaning nobody knows precisely the exact thing these two discussed, and there's no verification. Camilla uncovered that her and Charles's monikers for one another were Fred and Gladys. However, as a result of Andrew Morton's book Diana, Her Own Words, Her True Story, we do know that Camilla tried to learn more about Charles and Diana's relationship. Evidently, Camilla and Diana's friendship did not exactly blossom, but they were spotted hanging out at the Ludlow races in 1980 prior to Diana and Charles's wedding to watch their shared man compete. How enjoyable for everyone. The friendly note invited her to lunch. It was during that meeting, arranged to coincide with Prince Charles's trip to Australia and New Zealand, that Diana became suspicious. Camilla kept asking if Diana was gonna hunt when she moved to Highgrove. Nonplussed by such an odd question, Diana replied in the negative. The relief on Camilla's face was clear. Diana later realized that Camilla saw Charles's love of hunting as a conduit to maintain her own relationship with him. Number 6, Blindsided Princes. It is said that Harry and William were blindsided by their late grandmother's decision to approve of Camilla's title as queen consort. According to Christopher Anderson, a royal expert and author, the decision was driving a wedge within the royal family. was hoping everyone got over it. Although it is said that William and Harry are now friendly with Camilla, Prince Charles, their father, has a long history of having an affair with her in the 80s and 90s while he was still married to their mother, Princess Diana. In the end, Charles and Diana split up in 1992, divorced in 96, Diana passed away in a car accident in 1997, and Charles and Camilla finally tied the knot in 2005. According to Anderson, who spoke with the publication, she was begrudgingly letting him do this, and one of the key elements was he promised Camilla would never be called Queen Consort. Her Majesty was miserable during Charles's second marriage ceremony. He says the late Queen was skeptical about Camilla when she married Charles, and the circumstances were certainly challenging. However, through her dedication and loyalty to the firm, she has more than proved to her that she has what it takes. Camilla grew closer to Elizabeth, upped her game, and accepted additional responsibilities willingly. Number 5, drinking problem. King Charles is said to be on high alert regarding Camilla's drinking issues, which has gotten him into a lot of trouble. Charles had already persuaded his mother not to push him aside in favor of his son William and beloved Kate, and began by describing some trust issues that exist between King Charles and Camilla. Camilla was not satisfied with the title of Princess Consort, which Charles had promised to her when they got married in 2005. She has always aspired to be queen. Her Majesty did not approve until Charles allegedly pulled out his ace card. This put Charles on red alert about Queen Camilla's excessive drinking. Before coming to a conclusion, the informant also stated he knows Camilla is a loose cannon who has fallen off the wagon many times before and caused him untold embarrassment. Number 4, not accepted. According to Reader's Digest, Camilla Parker and Prince Charles met in the early 1970s. Although their attraction was mutual in some circles, her reputation was frowned upon since she was seen as an experienced woman. She went on to marry Andrew and has 2 children with him, Laura Lopez and Tom Parker Bowles. She also has 5 grandchildren. After Charles and Diana divorced, and later after Diana passed away, Charles slowly started publicly introducing Camilla to the world as his partner. Diana famously told the BBC in a landmark interview in 1995 that there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded. It was rare for anyone in royal circles to speak about their personal lives, and it revealed first-hand details about their broken relationship. In 2005, Charles and Camilla got married in a civil ceremony followed by a blessing at the St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle. They were not allowed to get married in the Church of England as they are both divorced, according to CBS News. Number 3, disapproval from the Queen. The extramarital affair between Charles and Camilla rocked the crown to its core and put the final nail in the coffin of Diana and Charles' strained marriage. That is something that is well known to everyone. The prince's mother, Queen Elizabeth, was more furious than anyone else. For some time, no one was permitted to enter the palace, including the Duchess. In point of fact, the current monarch had refused to meet Camilla prior to the year 2000, so she only met the Queen in that year. But at the reception for the Duchess and Prince, the Queen did say they have overcome Becker's Brook and the chair, and all kinds of other terrible obstacles. I am extremely proud of them and wish them success now that they have prevailed. My son is at home with his favorite person. Number 2, Unfit for the King. In the early 1970s, Charles and Camilla first met. After friends introduced them, the prince fell in love right away. In her book, The Duchess, royal biographer Penny Drewer wrote, Camilla claims that the Duchess was not in any way overawed by him, not fawning or sycophantic. After the prince left with the Royal Navy in 1973, Parker Bowles accepted the proposal from her on-and-off boyfriend Andrew, despite the strong bond she had with Charles. The palace didn't think Camilla would be a good fit for the king, even if things had worked out well for the 2 of them. She did not come from an aristocratic family, which was important in those days. And finally, number 1, the big affair. This is not a big secret. Camilla was hiding a high-profile affair from the world, or at the very least, trying to. Charles and Camilla made every effort to keep their extramarital affair from Diana and the rest of the world, despite the fact that the Princess of Wales was well aware of it. Before Princess Diana and Prince Charles filed for divorce, Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, was regarded as a villain. She was also resented up until the Princess of Wales' untimely passing in 1997. However, in the days that followed that tragic incident, Camilla's life underwent significant change. Princess Diana's misfortune was not specifically attributed to the Duchess of Cornwall. They did, however, discover a newfound hatred for her greatest foe after her passing in the Paris car accident. Camilla was forced to hide for months as the situation got worse because of the hatred. But that is all for today. Let me know what you think of Camilla now. Everyone has some sort of history in the past, but is it worth forgiving? And do you think William and Harry should be less harsh on her? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more juicy royal updates and news on your favorite celebrities. And I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.